What's up, everybody? This is MJ, and welcome to our Tuesday broadcast. This is our first training broadcast of the new month of June. I hope everybody had a fabulous Memorial Day weekend, honoring our fallen heroes and spending time with family, traveling, whatever you were doing to spend the time. And so now it's time to get back into the work that you need to do to launch your amazing dream shop or boutique that will allow you the freedom, income, and flexibility to live the life of your dreams and escape the 9 to 5 grind. So if you've been following me for the last couple of weeks, we've been in a 5-part series where we've been talking about the 5 ingredients that you need in order to build the life of your dreams as a retail shop entrepreneur. And today, my title is Why Buy the Cow when you can get the milk for free? And some of you are probably thinking, why? What does that have to do with running a shop? Because normally when we see that phrase used, it has connotations relating to relationships and dating and marriage and all of that. And I'm sure all of you know what that's referring to. However, it also comes into play when you think about investing in mentorship for your business. Because what's true is that most people are not born natural entrepreneurs. However, it is still possible for you to become an entrepreneur, even if you were not that natural born business owner that had the lemonade stand or that had, was good at selling those things that we always had to sell in school as fundraisers. But here's where the problem comes in. A lot of people, and maybe it's been you, and if it has been you, you can either say amen or you can say ouch, who have been stubbornly determined to do it all yourself out there on YouTube or on Google, trying to build a 6 or 7 figure dream on a flat, broke foundation. And again, if you want to know more about laying a solid foundation for your business, go back about 3 trainings, week before last, we talked about that. But here's what's true. Even if you have stumbled upon a juicy business tip, right? Because they're all out there on the internet, you still are never sure whether it is a good idea in the first place or how and when to implement this great idea in your business. And the confusion and uncertainty that you will experience when you see all this advice out on the internet and you don't know what to do to follow it, or if you even should follow it, that can be crippling to you as a business owner or as a potential business owner. And that is where your expert mentor will step in. See, the smartest and most successful leaders in business connect with and they learn from the best mentors out there, people who have been where they are and who know how to get where they want to go. Even those people out here who appear to be self-made, they're not. We don't always see behind the curtain to see who their mentor is or even hear about the secret keys to their success. Some people are more open about it, like an Oprah Winfrey, like a Michelle Obama. Some people, you never hear them talking about it, but I guarantee any one of them who is honest will openly credit the numerous mentors, coaches, counselors, teachers, experts who poured into them throughout their lives. For example, we just mentioned Michelle Obama. She was President Barack Obama's mentor, and she herself had Valerie Jarrett as her mentor. Oprah Winfrey had Maya Angelou. Nelson Mandela had Mahatma Gandhi. But who do you have? Who do you have who is pouring into you, who is guiding you along the path where you want to go in your retail business? Remember earlier, a couple weeks ago, when we talked about breaking that harmful pattern of trying to figure things out on your own or doing things on the cheap. We talked about that. It's so tempting to think that even though we invested in our college education heavily, a lot of people to the tune of $60, $80, $100,000, that somehow, and that was to get a degree, that somehow you can do a business that's going to give you a 6 or 7 figure income and lifestyle on the cheap, right? But when we talked about that harmful approach, since that approach has not worked for you, that I'm going to do it on my own, I'm going to do it everything on the cheap, it's time now for you to commit to getting the expert help that you need to implement everything that you have been learning from watching these broadcasts or even things that you have learned on the internet, which might be good. See, it's about so much more than just gathering a bunch of information about starting a store, starting a shop, starting a boutique. Again, if you're out on YouTube, I'm sure you've seen there, if you just type in starting a store, starting a shop online, there will be an extraordinary number of videos that pops up, and all of them look good. A lot of them have scores of thousands of people that have viewed it, even hundreds of thousands, millions even. But even that alone does not mean that it's good information. That just means a whole lot of people clicked on the link like you did. If it were that easy, if all that mattered was knowing a bunch of random bits about what to do, you wouldn't be watching this training broadcast right now. You'd be somewhere, operating your boutique. You have been gathering tips and hacks from all kinds of websites, all kinds of YouTube videos, all kinds of books, even Facebook groups, yet it has not made a difference. Your business is still at ground zero. You must finally realize and admit that collecting facts and figures and trying to make them work for you just creates a goulash of busy work. But see, busy work alone does not translate into a profitable business, because the bottom line is, and I say this all the time, if you are not on a daily basis selling a product that you have created or that you're reselling that somebody else created and collecting what you deserve for that product. I'm not talking about giving your stuff away for free or giving it away with the family and friends discount. I'm talking about making a profit. If you're not doing that every day, you're not in business. You have a hobby. See, that busy work, doing all this stuff. Oh, I'm gonna work on my website. Oh, I'm gonna go out here and product development and all this. How are you developing a product that you've already known that you wanted to sell for the last 5 years? You've not sold it, but you're still working on developing it. That's busy work. You need to be getting your product in front of people on a daily basis and letting them say yes or no to whether they want to buy your product, and collecting money from those that say yes. Doing busy work has been what's been keeping your shop stuck at the hobby level and you stuck at your day job. Because again, the reason that you want to do this is probably, at least in part, because you want to get out of that 9-to-5 grind. So every day that you keep your business at ground zero, every day that you continue letting it be a glorified hobby, is another day that you push papers to make somebody else rich and put their kids through college. Them being your employer, them being your boss, them being the guys that own the business that you work from. Here's a success principle that I found to be true. Success comes from not only knowing what to do, but also letting an expert show you when and how to implement all of this information you're getting so that you can experience dramatic changes in your business and in your life, which is what you want, right? You're not just doing this for the heck of it because you don't have anything better to do than sitting up and playing like you have a retail business until the midnight hour. That's not what you're doing this for. You're doing this because you want to change your life. You want to change your business, but you have to not only know what to do, but you have to be willing. You have to be coachable and let somebody show you when to do things and when not to do it and the right ways to do it. It's not just about gathering information. You need to experience transformation in your business and in your life, and you need help to get there. Thinking that you could just go online and get all the information you need and do it on your own would be like saying you could buy all the textbooks for a 4-year degree and just read through them on your own and end up with the level of knowledge you need to qualify for a bachelor. Now, are there self-taught people? Sure. But most people, when they want to get knowledge, they don't want to take, they want to know how to advance in life. They don't want to just take decades trying to self-teach, because you hit a lot of brick walls. You waste a lot of time. You waste a lot of money. You make a lot of expensive mistakes. Do not try to go this path alone. So before you started watching this training today and all the other trainings that we've been doing, you probably didn't even know that these changes in your life, in your business, were even necessary, or whether they were even possible for you. So now, trying to implement all of the stuff that I talk about. I'm out here right now. I'm doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. I used to be on here 3 days a week training and trying to get you to know what you need to do to move forward. Trying to implement all of this in your business without guidance from somebody who's been down this road before you is like a third grader trying to master quantum physics without a professor, without a tutor, or any math background. Only the super, super, super highly intelligent people do that. Most third graders cannot do quantum physics at all. They definitely can't do it on their own. It just won't happen. Or imagine if you're like me, you like to travel. So next year I'm going to be going to Africa, right? Imagine going over to the country of Kenya, going on a safari, and you have no tour guide, you have no training, and you don't even have a roadmap. I actually do have a trip to Kenya planned as well for a safari. I'm not going over there on my own and just trying to figure out, how to do that on my own? Could I look up a bunch of videos and books about taking a safari? Yes. Can I see Kenya on a map? Yes. But I do not want to end up lost in dangerous territory. I don't want to end up getting eaten by these animals on the safari trail. I don't want to end up going to the wrong place or doing the wrong thing and getting hurt or losing my money or wasting a lot of time or anything like that. So I have a guide who's going to be doing that for me. So if you went out on a do-it-yourself Kenyan safari, you could end up lost in dangerous territory. The same thing is true about your business, whether you believe it or not. You've already been trying to do it on your own. And the results have been extremely frustrating and disappointing. A lot of you have amazing products, whether it's beauty products or apparel, or whether it's an edible product of some nature or some product for children, whatever it is, yet you don't know how to sell it on the scale that's going to allow you to do it full time and really step into your dream and into your purpose. That's frustrating. That's disappointing. You need that professor. You need that tour guide, a mentor. Do not try to go this alone. Because here's what I know to be true. Everybody, including me, loves a deal. We love a freebie. I love getting something at a discount. But here's what's also true. You know instinctively that for the valuable things that matter the most in your life, it is wise to pay for the best because you get what you pay for. Have you ever said that phrase when you bought something and it didn't cost that much and you thought, okay, it seems like a good buy, and then the thing broke 2 weeks later? You're like, well, you get what you pay for. You invest heavily, and I know this to be true. My Black sisters, I know this to be true about us. We like the best. And you invest heavily in your home. You invest in vehicles, whether you buy new vehicles or pre-owned vehicles. You get the best type of vehicle that you can afford. You invest in vacations. You invest in weddings, having these $20,000, $30,000 weddings, or even if your wedding was more modest, you invested in what you wanted. You invest in your wardrobe and the things that you wear. We invest in beauty treatments. We pay for concerts. We pay for lace fronts. Well, I don't pay for lace fronts, but some of us do. And you invest in those because you want the best. You also invest what it takes to get the best medical care, to get the best legal representation when you need it. You're not trying to bargain hunt for a lawyer. Let's say somebody in your family is having legal troubles, or maybe it's you, maybe it's a financial issue, or whatever that is. You don't say, well, I'm going to go out here and get this guy that's only charging $100 because it's the cheapest. You don't do that. You may not get the most expensive guy in town, but you instinctively know that if a guy's charging $100 for a criminal defense, you're probably going to prison. It's just the truth. Or medical care. You don't get the cheapest plan. You don't go to the cheapest hospital. Well, they said they do it as a discount. You get the best that you can afford because you want the best medical care. So you're already investing what you need to invest to get the best things in life. Launching and scaling a lucrative shop or boutique. Remember, I said lucrative, not a hobby. That has the potential to create even more of the income, lifestyle, and freedom that you want. When it comes to your future business, your 7-figure golden ticket, your wealth legacy, why would you leave that to chance? Why would you try to go that alone? As a woman, here's what else is true. Chances are that you, like so many other women, pour into everything else and everybody else except yourself. Again, if it's true, just say amen or say ouch, because maybe you feel unworthy to invest in yourself. Maybe you don't trust yourself to overcome the unknowns of building a retail empire, even with the best guidance. And that could also be true. If that's how you feel, if you feel unworthy to invest in yourself, if you feel like you don't trust yourself to be able to do it, even if somebody is helping you, all the more reason that you need to find the best expert out there and invest what it takes to work with her to help you develop the confidence and the certainty that you need to take on the risks and the challenges ahead. The risks and the challenges ahead. There is no comfort zone when it comes to being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is risky. That is why fewer people are entrepreneurs than those that own a business. Entrepreneurs, the person that owns the company that you work for, they have taken on all the risk. They have said, I'm going to put money on the line. I'm going to take out a business loan. I'm going to invest my personal money in it. I'm going to do the things with no guarantee that it's going to be successful. But they take that on because they know if it is successful, or rather when it is successful, they will reap the rewards. So to have the income, the lifestyle, the freedom that you want, you're going to have to take risk. And I talk to people all the time who think somehow you're going to play it safe the whole time, always falling back on your safety net of that job, but think somehow you're going to magically have this business that you watch other people have. It doesn't work like that. Those who are willing to step outside of their comfort zone, take on the risks, face the challenges, and not let them scare you, but rather lean into them, those are the people who get the results. Those are the people who have the retail empires, the companies that you buy from and that I buy from. It's because they were willing to get the best help that they could find and invest in it so they could have the confidence and clarity and certainty to move forward. But here's the caveat. Here is the caveat. Because we're talking about why you should buy the cow when you can get the milk for free. And that's still a very good question. For free meaning out on the internet. We've already determined the free milk is no good. The free milk is no good. You need to buy the cow. Here's a caveat though. All mentors are not created equal. I'm going to say that again for the folk in the back who got their arms crossed, who are resisting what I'm saying. They're not all the same. Everybody out there calling themselves a business coach or mentor, my God, is not qualified to take you where you want to go in your boutique or in your shop. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. An effective mentorship relationship involves multiple things: step-by-step training, side-by-side support. They're not just giving you information and good luck if you can figure it out. Goal-focused direction, moving you towards an actual goal and not just out here just like, oh, I hope one day I'm successful. Being successful is not a goal, but they know how to move you in a goal-focused way. And then results-driven coaching. Again, a lot of folk out here are telling you a whole bunch of stuff, but do they know how to help you actually get results? Nobody can guarantee that your business will be successful. COVID has proven that. A whole lot of people started great businesses at the beginning of 2020 and they had to close their doors because COVID trumped everything. COVID said, no ma'am, no sir. However, you can guarantee your success when you know what you're doing. You can guarantee success in life when you have a plan, when you have a roadmap. But not only does effective mentorship involves step-by-step training, side-by-side support, goal-focused direction, results-driven coaching, practical advice. It also helps you to know how to motivate yourself. Notice how I worded that. They don't motivate you. You already have your motivation. Whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams are, that job you want to get away from, that lifestyle you want to live, those vacations you want to go on, that house you want to live in, that care you want to give to your aging parents, that college you want to send your kids to, that health that you want to have restored because you have mental, emotional, and physical well-being. That's your motivation. But sometimes we don't know how to tap into that. We don't know how to use those things that we want to move us through challenges. A good and effective mentor knows how to help you attach what you want and why you want it to moving forward in your business. So all these folk out here talking about I'm a business coach, I'm telling you, sis, they're not getting you what we're talking about today. They're out here throwing information at you and just hoping that you don't notice that they don't know what they're talking about. Or sometimes they know part of it, but they're not giving you the full A to Z picture. You need everything, not just a little bit about marketing over here, or I'm going to help you get your business license over there, but a holistic A to Z approach. And they're going to be with you side by side while you move through it. That's an effective mentorship relationship. Not just passing out clever advice and walking away. The best mentor will hold your hand and walk with you while you build your freedom-focused boutique and get it ready to be launched. Finding your perfect mentor and investing what it takes to get them on your team means enjoying a much smoother experience as you navigate all the vicissitudes, all the twists and turns of your entrepreneurship journey. Do not try to go this alone. The bottom line is this. It's okay to not know what to do or how to start. I get that more than anything. I just don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. That's okay. Your expertise is not in starting a business. Your expertise is in creating a product that people are going to want to buy. It's okay if you don't know how to start or what to do. You're creative. That's where your strength is. What's not okay is in the not knowing and still trying to master quantum physics or going on a Kenyan safari without help. That's what's not okay. You're going to end up with more of the same, being stuck where you are right now, or worse. As a visionary, which is where you are, your superpower will be in following the guidance of a qualified expert, being coachable, being willing to learn, being willing to submit to the guidance of somebody else who's been where you want to go and can help you get there effectively. That's what your superpower is, and being willing to do that. You invest in everything else you want. We've talked about it, and you know you do. And it's okay. You should invest in the best. Why not do what it takes to secure your future, your financial independence, and your freedom? Because that's what you really want, isn't it? Do not go it alone. You have got to invest in expert mentorship and stop trying to do it yourself or figure it out on your own, wasting time and money that you cannot afford to do. And if you realize that you have been guilty of trying to go it alone, or maybe you haven't been, you just didn't know that there is a next level to building a business. It's not just about trying to figure it out on your own any more than you tried to figure out your college education on your own. And you want help, step-by-step instruction, side-by-side hand-holding support, practical advice, results-driven coaching. You want to find out what it's going to take to get that for your business so you can stop spinning your wheels and staying stuck. Then I invite you right now to reach out and book your free breakthrough call with me at www.melaniehunter.com/chat. That's Melanie Hunter with 2Ls.com/chat. Be sure to fill out the application that pops up after you select your time on my calendar, because that's going to get you the best value from our time together. When we get on the phone, man, you're going to feel so relieved to find out you don't have to figure this stuff out on your own. We're going to talk about what you've been struggling with all of this time. We're going to look at where it is that you want to go in your business. And then we're going to figure out the quickest and the shortest path, the most profitable path to get you where you want to go. 2020 is almost half over. 2020 has been going by rapidly. I'm sure when you started this year, you said, I want to start my business this year. But as the months have gone by, you said, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm staying stuck in my job. I need help. Let's have a conversation. It's never going to get easier than it is right now to claim your dream and to get some help to making sure you don't waste a whole lot of time, thousands of dollars and months and years spinning your wheels and doing the same thing over and over with your hobby, calling it a business. If you're ready to claim your dream this year, this month, this week, I've got some time on my calendar where we can have a conversation. Go ahead and book your call right now and get on my calendar, fill out the application, and let's get you ready. Let's stop talking about it and let's start being about it. If you're just curious about what it's like to talk to me or what I say, this isn't the call for you. This is the call for people who are dead serious about getting unstuck and moving into your purpose and into your dream. MelanieHunter.com/chat is the place you want to go to get started, and we'll talk soon. It's been my pleasure to share with you. I'll be back later this week with another insightful training broadcast. Meanwhile, book your call right now and let's chat soon. Take care. Bye-bye.